Testing. Voila. I have finally got Northern Lights. What's up, man? Kevin, there it is. I just got home. I'm working all day. Working hard all day at a fight event. I just got home after driving 3 hours. I look up in the sky. What do I see? Northern Lights. So I said, whatever. Who needs to sleep? I just came up from a 3-hour drive. And I went to set up a wireless camera just for you guys. Do you guys see that? Who sees that? Come on. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. Come on. I gotta go outside and adjust the camera because I did it really fast to get it live, okay? I'm gonna go outside now and adjust it. Come on. Look at that. Is that not crazy, Kevin? Come on. It's one of the wildest things I've seen in a long time. I'm gonna go push record on the camera outside so I get a high quality 4K recording. It looks so cool. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Be right back. Okay, I don't know who sees that, but I went outside, I manually focused the lens so that you would see the northern lights in focus. And there you go. Aurora time. I did my best there. You guys see that stripe? Oh my god, that's crazy. I'm gonna make it a bit. I'm gonna up the frame rate a little bit. I'm trying to make it look exactly the way. Well, it looks like that basically. It's just cold, just much colder. I'm so tired though. I just came back from a fighting event. So while this Northern Lights comes out, we're gonna look at fights. I need to review the fight footage that I have. Right? I need to review the fight footage that I have right now because I just came back from covering one of the biggest Muay Thai events in Canada. So let's. I have some crazy knockouts to show you, man. Just look how crazy the Northern Lights. Is that not crazy? That's crazy. I'm gonna adjust one more thing. I'm gonna make it a bit more smoother. Be right back. Close that one more time. I have to wake my wife up. It's so crazy. Hey, wake up! Hey! Okay, so that's how it looks right now. My wife is mesmerized. She got up. Even my wife woke up. Usually she doesn't want to wake up. It's real, man. I have the wireless camera let outside, yo. It's live right now. That's how it looks. It's crazy. Remember 2 streams ago when I was playing Street Fighter? I told you guys that Northern Lights was beaming, but then it was cloudy last night. Or whatever night it was. But this time, there's no clouds. Look at it. It's going to be going like that all night. Likely until 6:30 a.m. And right now it's 2:35 a.m. So, like I said, I just came back from work. I was covering fights. So at a fighting event, a Muay Thai event. And now I have to edit the videos. Some knockout videos, right? So let's edit knockout videos while looking at Northern Lights together. I think that'll be a good idea. It's so gorgeous. Okay, guys. I'm going to let you look at this, okay? But I'm going to go outside and look at it for like... I need to go outside and look at this, okay? For like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I need to see it in person. I need to absorb that, alright? I'll be back. I'll see you outside. Maybe I'll see you outside instead. Let's see how the audio sounds. It might be too windy. It's right there. So I'll go outside. If I talk outside, you hear me. I'll be back. I'll talk to you guys outside over that. Alright. I am outside. Looking straight. I don't know if you can see my face, but I'm outside. It is crazy. I'm gonna try to pan this for you guys. Watch this, watch this. I'm gonna pan it left and right because it's more than what the lens can cover. It's a really wide lens. So I'm padding right. Okay, it goes pretty far. And the trees, which I can't. Yeah, unless I. I'm talking. Yeah, man. I don't know what side's better to look at. I can't tell what side's better to look at. I'm going back in, it's getting cold. Actually, I have to reframe it. I forgot. It's a better frame this way. Look, I just realized. If I frame it 45-degree angle, it'll be better. 45 degrees. Yeah, see, this is a better angle. Well, that's a good angle. I made it a very wide angle. Because it spans across the whole horizon. So I tried to show you guys the entire horizon. Oh my god. There you go. Hope that makes sense. Oh, did I screw the focus up? Oh, I screwed the focusing up. Crap, I gotta go back outside. It's so cold. Alright, move my face too. Move my face so it doesn't matter. Where the northern lights doesn't touch. There you go. I gotta go back outside. Hang on 1 second. Gonna make this thing a little bit smaller too. Hang on. I have to get some food too while I'm at it. So I'm gonna refocus that outside one more time. I focus the houses, not the beams of light. I gotta focus the beams of light, not the houses. Crap, I'm back. These things are called candle lights. Got that right because it's too cold. I ain't going outside anymore. Too cold. Too cold, man. Hopefully I got that focus right. Oh yeah, focus like a master. Oh darn, I moved it. I gotta go outside and move it more to the right. The left is not really northern lights. Okay. One last reframe. I got this. I'm gonna eat, watch northern lights. Look at some fight videos. I gotta edit some fight videos. I gotta post it, and then I'm gonna rock. Late night action, man. Look at that. Came home from a 3-hour drive and boom, this came up. So I just ended up doing the whole Northern Lights thing again, round 2. Since today's a clear day, I gotta adjust it more. I gotta move it more to the right. Right back. Final positioning. Recording offline. And I will have that as my recording. Alright. There you go. Told you guys it would be a wild Northern Lights. So I'm gonna make some food and eat first because I haven't eaten all day. Like actually I have not eaten all day. During my events I don't eat because washroom breaks are hard to find. So I just don't eat and drink water until I'm done. Time to eat. Hope you guys enjoy Northern Lights, man. Be right back. Camera I use is the camera that I was recording with. My SD card is outside. I still gotta go outside one more time. I still gotta go outside one more time. I left my SD card in the camera. Boo earns. One more time to freeze. Why are these windows open? Nice. Very nice. The autofocus can't do it. Drop my SD card. Oh, I'm recording to it. Darn. Okay, I'll stop recording to it for a second. SD card in the dark. Do not drop the SD card. Do not drop the SD card. Okay, I didn't drop the SD card. Yay. Didn't totally screw up. Alright, here we go. It is amazing, John Allen. For me, it's amazing, seriously. Standing outside, if it wasn't the summer, I'd sit outside the whole night. But it's winter. It's cold. I can't sit outside the whole night. It's quite beautiful though. I wonder why it's chopping up. It says no video, no video. Is this thing not high enough? Hold on. This is the transmitter, right? It has to see each other. Make sure there's a line of sight. That looks like it might have fixed it. I gotta levitate the transmitter, hold on. I gotta reposition it outside then. So I'm gonna start the backup. That way it'll start copying. And then when I go outside, it'll keep backing up. And then when I make food, it'll keep backing up. And then when I'm done, I can show you guys the fight footage. I'm not joking. The fight footage is crazy. There were some crazy knockouts today, man. Like I'm talking, man. I don't want to overhype it, but it's actually pretty crazy knockouts today. Like today it has some international fights. It was Australia versus Canada. Wild fights, man, I tell you. So crazy. You know, I didn't think about it until I started driving, because I was in the mountains. I was in the mountains when this came up, right? I wasn't thinking straight. I should have just stayed there, because I was already there, and I drove home. And then I started seeing northern lights, and I was like, I should have just stayed in the mountains. I was already there. Yeah, so that didn't go my way. But that's okay. I'm not driving back. I just drove 3 hours back. I'm not going back right now. That's crazy talk. Okay, here we go. Backing up my files from today. I'm gonna show you guys some crazy knockouts, man. I'm telling you. You guys are gonna love it. If you guys like fights, the knockout's gonna be nuts. Okay, I'll put it in C drive. I won't show everything, right? I'll just show you guys the highlights. Because I have to edit highlights. I have to edit them. I'm gonna have to produce like 2 highlights by tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna quickly do it with you guys. And post the 2 highlights and then, I don't know, do what I gotta do. Peace out, sleep, whatever. But yeah, in the meantime, you guys can look at the Northern Lights. The whole point of this stream really is Northern Lights because I want to show you guys the Northern Lights. But let me stabilize the connection first. After I moved the camera, the connection got wonky. It's probably the antenna. I must have messed it up at some level. So I'm gonna go back outside again and check out what happened to the antenna. There, something right back up. Yes, backup started. That's what's important. And I can show you guys it once the backup's done. Why is it so slow? 2-hour backup? Yo, get out of here. No. 2-hour backup's not right. That SD card reader's too slow. It needs a faster SD card reader. Cancel. No. That needs a high-speed SD card reader. So I got this guy. It's a U-Green SD card reader. It's like lightning fast compared to anything else I've used. So let me eject this guy. Eject. When I get this thing backed up and I show you guys the footage, you'll be so shocked, I tell you. Even if you're not a fight lover, you will love it, okay? I'm telling you right now. Hold on, in my SD card reader slot. This is my life, man, you know? Drive home 3 hours, still gotta stay up and back things up. Even if Northern Lights didn't come up, I'll still be up because I still gotta back up my files, right? It's not like I get to go to sleep yet without backing up my files. Let me fix the connection outside though. Once I start the backup. I'm sure it's just an antenna problem. I must have like knocked it sideways or something like that. Once I fix it, once I start the backup, I'll be good to go. Okay, so we're talking about March 21st. That's 95 gigs. 95 gigs. Copy. 95 gigs is okay. Well, that's only one camera. It's gonna be like 250 gigs to 300 gigs in total for one event. Oh, thank you. Once again, it's copying at 40 megabytes. Better than 12 earlier. Better than 12. Okay. Better. So we'll just keep that going, that backup. I'm gonna go check the camera outside one more time because it's something's wrong with the connection. It's breaking once in a while. I think it's stabilized. I think so, at least. Yeah, it's not breaking anymore. Entirely could be interference. Herman, what's up, man? What's up, Herman? This is the view I was trying to show you guys the other day, but the clouds came in, remember? So now we have the view again. And the lake's still frozen, right? When this happens in the summer, the lake is not frozen and it's a flowing water. Right now the lake's frozen. So that's an entire different thing altogether. You can see earlier there was some white and purple that showed up. Like right now, some white showing up in the middle. That's a different type of northern lights. Canada, man. Yeah, Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountains, man. I was in the mountains earlier. I should have, like, not left. I wasn't thinking straight. But that's okay. I wouldn't have been able to live stream anyways properly because I'll be using my cell phone. Because right now I'm using my SLR wireless transmitter to my laptop. My laptop uploading to YouTube, so that's why it's high quality. If I use my cell phone, it probably wouldn't work out too well. Maybe it would. I don't. Actually, it's so bright right now that my cell phone wouldn't be a problem. Wouldn't be shocked if it worked. But either way, wouldn't it be fun if you saw aliens? Would it be fun if aliens showed up? It's like, hey, look, there's a spaceship. The friendly kind, of course. Not the ones that want to kill you, eat you alive. Not that kind. The friendly kind. The E.T. kind. Not the Predator kind. Not the Ripley's Alien kind, like E.T. Phone Home type. Waiting for the backup. I wonder if I can play the file while it backs up. Is that doable? I wonder. No, that's probably a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I shouldn't touch the files until it's backed up. Messing with the files before it's backed up is a bad idea. Hey man, believe in aliens or not, okay? But I told this story once. My wife was with me fishing when we were young. We were young fishing in Ontario, in the French River. In Ontario, the French River is like a big river area where you have a lot of tiny islands. You typically bring like a canoe or a boat of some sort that's not motorized, and you row it deep into like an island area, and you camp overnight, right? And one time when we were fishing, there was this light in the sky. It was moving so erratically and fast that I was like, what in the world is this thing? Yeah, so, and she was like, she was looking at it with me, and I'm like, that thing is moving so fast. Like I'm talking, the way it moved, it went from like, I'm not trying to sound crazy here, okay? I'm telling you what happened. The thing went like, it was in the sky, and it went from there to there to there to there to there, and I was like, this thing is moving so fast, left to right, that it's like doesn't make any sense. And then afterwards, we kept fishing, and then they disappeared eventually. And that was it. That was it. Okay, I have to eat. I'm gonna eat my food while I look at this. I'm back at my files this one. Thank you.
You had to wake me up like you won the lottery.
No, you didn't want to see that?
No, I saw it all the time.
She's mad that I woke up to see this. This is what I get. This is what I get in trouble for. I seen this in the sky and I woke her up, and she's pissed at me because I woke up to see this. My wife. But you know, if I didn't wake her up, if I didn't wake you up, you would have been pissed at me tomorrow morning because I didn't wake you up. So either way, you're gonna be pissed at me, and I choose my death, and I choose this path. Fall Sunday? Probably, man, probably. I don't know, we got a lot of Mexican food though, I see.
No, we got Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue. We're doing Korean barbecue tomorrow. Nice. Maybe I should make some cyberpunk. So of the files that I copied in already, I can view them. Oh my god. Who wants to view some knockouts? Who's ready? I can view some. Who wants to see knockouts? We're looking at Northern Lights right now. Northern Lights / knockouts. Baltimore. Ah, so Herman's got his own story. So I don't seem that crazy. I'm gonna show you guys the knockouts, right? Ah, just show the fights, why not? I can't do it. The hard drive can't keep up. It can't play and copy at the same time. Can't do it. No, I'm just gonna eat. Play a game? Or I'll play a game. How about we play something I can eat while I play? Play Chrono Trigger. Play Chrono Trigger. Monkey Island. But yeah, today's fights were crazy.
So did you know who did?
Yeah.
The guy who wanted to live?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to film this video, right?
Yep. Well, knockout.
For knockout?
Second round. Third round. You guys so wait, I'm talking about mouthful. My friend Anthony Palumbo. I started the combat stuff pretty much with him. Not with him, but you can say he was one of the fighters that was young, aspiring to be a pro, that kind of got me into the fighting realm. And he's 24 now, around there. 24, yeah. No, he's 23. And today was his pro debut for Muay Thai World Cup, which is Canada's biggest Muay Thai card, Muay Thai event, and he won his fight, his first pro debut fight against an Australian. So now he has a title belt under his hood, and he has to defend it. And the promoter, the CEO, Karen Kettle, likes him a lot because he's a good fighter. So he won his fight, meaning I have the story of a guy that was young. This is 6 years in the making. Learning how to fight, training, going to amateur fights, winning amateur titles, and then top amateur titles, and then winning some world amateur titles, and now he's pro, and he won his first world title as a pro. Now he's defending it, which is great. It's great. It's a great story. I'm very happy. And I have all this footage. If he becomes the next champion, then my life becomes very happy. Yeah, man. Right. Strange things in this world exist. I have a few stories in my life. I have 3 experiences in my life that I cannot explain. One of them I just told you. The other 2 I will not mention because it's not for this channel. If I mentioned it, you think I'm crazy. So I don't mention it. My wife, the good thing for me is my wife was there for every single one of the events. So it's either she's one bringing these things to me, or we're just experiencing them together because of the coincidence of being together so long and experiencing weird things. But there are things in the world that I think are out of my understanding. That's for sure. I'm glad it wasn't just like something that I saw and no one else saw. Then I had no. I would definitely be a crazy man at that point. I'm eating rice and chicken. I'm waiting for my files to back up because I just finished doing coverage for a Muay Thai event with 16 fights. I have to produce 2 highlights by tomorrow. But first I'm going to back up my files. And while I was backing my files up, Northern Lights came out on the top, so in the backyard. And since I was already prepared for this, because I tried yesterday and I failed, I tried again. And here it is, Northern Lights. Yesterday was Northern Clouds, so it didn't work out. But today is Northern Lights, because there's no clouds. If clouds came in, then the lights would go away. Well, we got chicken. Chicken. How is Cyberpunk? I should play some games. Actually, no. I'm just gonna look at Northern Lights. I need to zen my body out. Look at Northern Lights with me. Zen out with me. I drove like, I woke up like early, worked all day. Everything. Drove a lot, worked a lot, got to edit. Set up camera gear, lugged around a camera all day. Now I get to relax. I was gonna actually go to sleep. I was actually gonna go to sleep, but then I promised the viewers that I would show you guys Northern Lights. And so the story is that I've done this like 4 times now, Northern Lights, in my backyard. But it's not like I can summon it. When it comes out, right? It's not like I can be like, oh yeah, I wanted to come out tomorrow. When it comes out, it comes out. It doesn't matter. I can't choose when. And like the other 2 days ago, I got the alert saying it's out. Like red alert means like this is what red alert means. If I get a notification on my phone with red alert, it means red alert means this. This is red alert. It means there's guaranteed to be Northern Lights. But I got a red alert. I set up all the camera gear, and then clouds came in, and it covered the whole sky. And I was like, oh my god, red alert garbage. So the Northern Lights were there, but the clouds were covering it. The previous people in the stream would know. Westside Owl, you know what I'm talking about. Westside Owl seen this before. It is 3 a.m. 3:10 a.m. right now. Yeah, you're in Eastern time. I'm on Mountain time, MST. So I'll make this smaller. Text so it doesn't block the Northern Lights. But yeah, I'm just happy that it came out. I was driving home and I'm like, wow, this is cool. I see it in the sky. But I was so dumb I should have just stopped because I was in the mountains. I didn't think it'd keep going, I guess. Well, that got hard. No, this is my backyard. I should have stayed in the mountains, but it's winter. See how I'm eating like food in my house? I use a wireless transmitter on an SLR to capture it, right? I use the same transmitters I use for my fight live streams to do multi angles, and basically I like doing it this way because I can stay inside and be warm because it's really cold outside. If I go outside, I'm gonna be freezing. It would not be enjoyable for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, I bought that. I ended up buying that camera actually. Wait. I didn't buy that camera, but I bought something very close, comparable to it. Good enough, I guess you can say. It could be better, but good enough. Like this one is good enough. The factor is size of the camera too. One of these days, though, I do hope I can afford the cameras that I want. But it'll be a while. Things are expensive these days. That's why I have to compromise. If you buy the most expensive stuff, it's like you gotta really justify it. That's a lot. Like the last like 20% top of the line stuff is like twice the price to 3 times the price. If you can settle for 8 out of 10 of the top of the line stuff, it would be like half the price. So that's what I do. That's the lake. It's a frozen lake because it's winter. It's spring, so the lake's will start to melt soon. In the summer we do fishing. In the winter we do ice fishing. We skate there too, but I don't think we did any skating streams. Skating streams are hard because like you're skating. It's really hard to like stream at the same time. Should have though. Oh, I'm gonna see Street Fighter in the theater. Yep, definitely. I don't care if it's gonna suck or not. I'm watching in theaters. You know, I watched So, I rewatched the old Street Fighter Van Damme one. You know, in 2026, I appreciate the old Street Fighter movie. I actually enjoyed it a lot because the acting was real acting. The people didn't have plastic surgery. The moves were actual kung fu. There's minimal CGI. And they had this like Street Fighter army boat, and the army cars, all of them were like real cars, real trucks. The props were real. I was like, you know, I kind of missed the days where movies did not use heavy CGI, and it made me like the previous Street Fighter, because end of the day they did do the moves, just in a really corny way. Like E.Honda did his, like Balrog did a punch, E.Honda did a 100 hand slap, Ryu did a fireball, Chun-Li did a few kicks, lightning kicks. I'm like, you know, they tried. Guile did a blade kick. I'm like, Ken did an uppercut. You know, they tried. And if you look really carefully, the moves were accurate. They at least did the moves accurately. So I'm like, you know, it's not bad. I can live with it. I mean, if the new Street Fighter can be better than that, great. But I found a new love for the old one. Maybe because I miss seeing those actors when they're young, because now they're all old. Yeah. Seriously, the new one could be done right. If it's done right, it'll be alright. So here, my biggest criticism going away, watching that Street Fighter movie, the old one again. My criticism with it, my biggest one out of all of them, is that it was more gunfights. A lot of the fights in the Street Fighter movie were gunfights. So they should have just cut the gunfights out and made it pure fighting. That would have been great. But what I can say is that, at least in the previous Street Fighter movie, they chose martial artists, right? Van Damme was doing his kicks for Guile. The Japanese guy was doing Ryu's kicks and punches. I appreciate the realness of it, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. We'll see how the new one looks. But if the new one is like really bad, like good effects, but the people fight bad, then it doesn't look as good to me. And I judge these things based on being like a martial arts guy, okay? I even like Power Rangers, believe it or not. Power Rangers, believe it or not, I'm impressed by the choreography. If you look at the Power Ranger fights, you know, Power Rangers, like the fights against putties, they're actually doing spin kicks. They're doing spin kicks, they're doing axe kicks, they're doing like low sweeps, they're doing like spin knuckles. they're actually doing crazy moves. The Power Rangers, like legitimately. I can respect that because whoever's behind the suit is doing legitimate martial arts moves. Versus like some movie stars just doesn't know how to do it. It's a body double, or it does like a cut. My other criticism with old Street Fighter movie is making Dhalsim a doctor that can't fight. I was like, okay, why would you make Dhalsim a doctor? Like, make Dhalsim. Make him a mystic Indian ninja guy. Show him up. Show him in the game. Show him in the movie like the game. Make him have ability to stretch his arms because of some mutation. I don't know. Whatever. Make it work. Make it work. Why, don't make him a doctor. Jeez. And oh my god, Zangief in the old Street Fighter movie. Zangief cracked me up. I forgot how funny he was in that movie. I love the ending. I forgot about that joke where they showed the TV and he's like, change the channel. I was like, oh god, I forgot about that joke. I think honestly, Street Fighter movie, the movie, it can be cheesy. All they gotta do is not like try hard. Like the previous movie, like I said, they tried kind of hard. They tried making a storyline. They tried making gunfights, like boat fights, like Navy, like boat wars and stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, don't bother, man. In Street Fighter, all you gotta do is get a bunch of guys to fist fight each other all the whole movie. Kind of like Mortal Kombat. You know how the Mortal Kombat movies are, where they fight each other. Use that formula, but make it Street Fighter. Voila, you win. It would be the best movie ever. Take the Mortal Kombat formula, make it in Street Fighter. Done. Don't like reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, all I want to see is a kung fu movie with Street Fighter characters. That's all I want to see. Oh, a Tekken movie would be crazy. Are they making one? Well, you know what's good though? The Kenshin live action. The Kenshin live action is legit. I like that one. My backup is at 37%. My backup. So, while this Northern Lights is going, I'm eating. I'm gonna tell you a story. Today, there was a fight that broke out, fighting wise, you could say, like, or hate. Basically, one guy was fighting another guy, but one guy grew up and trained under, so let's just say red corner, blue corner. Red corner trained under blue corner for most of his life. So his Muay Thai coach or crew was blue corner, but he moved to red corner 3 years ago. When he moved to red corner, he became a champion. Now blue corner, who is his coach, is a guest coach for another guy from another city because his coach couldn't make it to the city, so he needed a coach. Long story short, this man's old coach ended up being this guy's corner man. This guy, with his coach's knowledge, beat this guy up hard, and he got knocked out. And people were saying it's unfair because they grabbed his old coach to be his corner man. The old coach knows all his weaknesses, all his strengths. So the advice he gives is always going to be good. So after the fight, this coach gets a lot of crap. But it's not fair because I was like, he's just doing a favor. he was asked to fill in as a cornerman, and of course he's going to do his best of ability to give him advice based on knowing his ex-students' weaknesses. Oh, I do a lot of one-player games. I'm playing Metroid Prime as we speak right now. Metroid Prime, the new one, Beyond. One player. I Zelda games. A lot of Zelda games, I'll play one player. I have the Switch for mainly one-player adventure games. Supposed to be doing Final Fantasy. Yeah. I have RE9. I'm playing it, but I can't play it online. YouTube doesn't like me playing scary games. This meal is so good. I haven't eaten since like 10 a.m. It's 3:23 a.m. My last meal was 10 a.m. yesterday. A long time ago, man. Eating the food slowly, because when you don't eat for that long, you gotta ease it in. You can't just pig in. But honestly, it's not. It may seem like a long time, but it's not that long, really. But you do have to have the ability to like handle that kind of day. If you're a fighter, or if you've fought in the past, it's not a problem. Because fighters don't eat to cut weight all the time. Or if you're like Muslim and you do Ramadan, you would be able to do it too, because you fast. You're basically just fasting. I enjoy fasting because, well, I don't fast on purpose, but during events I like fasting. I find after like, the next day I almost have abs. Burns all the fat away. Dylan, what's up? There it is, Northern Lights. It's starting to fade away though. It was peaking about an hour ago. It was peaking. Star Wars Outlaws, yeah. I have that. Well, Star Wars Outlaws is Xbox Live, right? Xbox Game Pass, and I was gonna play it on that. I'm just looking at Northern Lights and I'm backing up files. I'm waiting for backups to finish. I came back from a fighting event, and I have to back up all the fighting footage before I work on it. Because if it, by whatever reason, the SD card crashes or whatever, I'm in deep trouble. So I must back the files first. Back it up first, then begin working on it. I'm gonna have to do 2 quick edits for tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna pick 2 knockouts, cut it out, post it, and go to sleep. And work done for one day. So what's that now? This year, I may have seen it like more than 10 times this year. But not like this, right? Not like the way it looks now. There's different levels of Northern Lights, right? But it comes out very often for a brief period of time. It only stays out this long when like it's a red alert. But I still try to enjoy the Northern Lights because I know that after this year, once the poles completely shift in the earth, that's why it's coming up so much. Once it's a complete shift, I won't be seeing it for another like 5 to 10 years. So now when I see it, I'm just enjoying it because I know it'll be another decade before I see him again. After that phase is done. Every 10 years, Northern Lights spike in frequency. Right now it's at the end of the cycle. So I do try to enjoy it. It does make me feel peaceful. It does. Just as winter. I can't feel peaceful and freeze. I'd rather just be warm and not see Northern Lights. I need warmth in the winter to feel peaceful. Stand outside for 10 minutes and I'm freezing. Yeah, that's a live shot. It was peaking earlier. I used the wireless camera that I was using for my live streams. Alright, the transmitter is right here. I don't want to touch it. I can show you another one. These transmitters, HDMI transmitters, can go about 400 feet. Wireless 1080p 60 or 4K, but you want to do a 1080p 60 mainly because that's broadcast standards. If you're live streaming like professional sports, it's not going to be 4K unless you're in some amazingly good spot with amazing bandwidth. You want to aim for 1080p 60 for sports. Broadcast standard. That's why I can stay warm. With these things. Yes. Ed, how many RAM slots do you have in that thing? The first thing to do is make sure your RAM is not defective. I've had situations where, like, for example, I have computers that have like 32 gigs of RAM. Stops booting. I pull one RAM out, starts working. Turns out one of the two RAMs got defective over time. It happens apparently, especially if you're overvolting. In my case, I was overvolting the RAM. A new one. That's weird. Secondly, this can sound dumb. Are you plugging it in the right HDMI port? My wife does this like 3 out of 5 times. She would plug in the monitor into her motherboard's integrated GPU HDMI. She has a dedicated graphics card that she has to plug it into, but she plugs it into the motherboard HDMI and goes, there's nothing showing up. And then when I check it, I go, you have to plug it in the video card. In the video card. So make sure you're using the right HDMI port. That's 1. 2, make sure the cable's working. This sounds really dumb, okay? But in the event your cable doesn't work, you're gonna pull your hairs out. Why? I've had this experience before, where the cable didn't work, and in the end, I tried all these settings, and it was the cable. I was like, oh god, why me? And lastly, it could be some bias issue. What you could do is reset your bias by pulling the bias battery. That's also good. Those are the things I would try first if I was last resorting. And lastly, it could just be a broken power supply. In my life, 3 times it was a broken power supply. They tend to last like a good 6-7 years. After that, they can fail pretty easily. 6-7 years, you're lucky. But I guess the important question is, did it ever turn on? Is this like a new PC? Is it a new problem that cropped up? You know what I mean? It's important to isolate like what was done before it stopped working, because it could just be a driver update, something like that. You know what I mean? I'm an aspiring professional SF player. aspiring. One of these days I'll be one. I'm waiting for my files to back up. There's 27 minutes left to back up. Once it backs up, I'm going to show you guys the craziest knockouts. The event I just covered ended at 11 p.m. and I drove back here to back up my files, edit some videos. I'm gonna show you some crazy stuff, man. Professional Muay Thai. We had we had some one championship people in the building. One championship Jake Peacock. And we had one of Australia's top coaches. He's coached everybody in everything, like the top of the line stuff. One championship, RWS, which is like Thailand's big Muay Thai series. He's done so much. And there's this one particular knockout I want to show you guys. I don't want to describe it because like I don't want to, because I want to show you guys and shock you. But stupid things hopping slow. Oh, this food is wicked, man. My wife made it. And mind you, I'm like, I haven't eaten since like, I don't know, 10 a.m. It was 13 hours I didn't eat because I was working and doing an event. It's the first time eating in 13 hours, so anything tastes good. Anything tastes good right now. But this also would taste good if I wasn't as hungry. So either way, it tastes good, but like it tastes extra good because I'm super hungry. $25 minutes. 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna look at that northern lights for like 10 minutes. I don't know, something like that. And I'll come back, and then I'll come back because I want to see it outside. I want to breathe some fresh air. Look at the lights. BRB. because it's late. I'm trying not to eat like too much crazy fatty foods because I'm trying to thin up for the 2 beach weddings that I'm going to in 2 months. I have 2 months left, so I have to do some beach weddings. So I have to like tone down and stuff like that. For the next 2 months, I have to eat clean and exercise. Oh. It's not am I ready for Justin Wong. It's Justin Wong ready for me? Let's see. When I post my stuff tomorrow, some are gonna hate me. There was a controversial decision. Wow. There's a lot of knockouts. Count the knockouts? I think there's like 6 knockouts there. Oh yeah, Marvel token's gonna be crazy, man. I'm gonna read some news about Australia's gas situation. I'm really curious about that one. Because Australia is running out of diesel petrol. Yeah, diesel hit a lot of high price in Australia. Oh wow, legit. More than 100 fuel stations without diesel in NWS, Australia. Wow. They're truly running out of diesel. Crazy. I wonder why that is. I'd say that's correct. Maybe because it's not Japan based. Maybe, I don't know. But that is true. Mortal Kombat is the least played. Wow. Yeah, legit, man. Australia's running out of fuel. Take it for a grain of salt, but this is what I'm reading here. It's big news, right? I mean, and for me, I believe it's big news. I have about 30 days of fuel left. After that, who knows? That includes jet fuel. Crazy. Oh, oil ships are turning back. I see. Interesting. I don't like to talk about politics, but the news is so crazy. Huggy Wuggy, what's up, man? Looking at Northern Lights right now. And eating plus Northern Lights. Great combination. And backing up files. How you doing, Huggy Wuggy? What's up from Canada, man? Alberta. Way up north from you guys. UK, 9:46. Alright. It's 3:46 a.m. right now. I'm good, I'm good. So Gambinos. Actually, if you're gonna talk about pooping, anything that changes your body in heart rate or shock will make you want to poop. Believe it or not, when you get punched in the stomach, it makes you have the feeling of wanting to use the washroom. If you go into a teenage boxing gym, you see a lot of teenagers in the washroom thinking they have to poo, but they don't. It's just because they got punched in the stomach. Anything that makes your heart rate change, that's what triggers that kind of stuff, scientifically speaking. Hot water changes it, coffee changes it because there's caffeine. Going warm to cold would change it. Getting punched in your belly would change your heart rate. I believe that's the theory behind it, at least. That's what makes you want to go like right away. John, yeah, I saw that Jean-Claude Van Damme challenge. I would love to see that. I don't think Jean-Claude Van Damme can beat him, but I could be wrong. It is JCVD after all. But he is old, you know what I mean? It's hard to beat a young man when you're an old man. Yeah, so the first event is done. That was yesterday. I just came back from the event. I'm backing up house. Now the second two events is on the beach. I have to like actually lean down to the point where like hopefully I have abs. I have to lean down, lean down. So time to eat healthy and exercise, which is good. JCVD was wicked, man. In his prime, hard to beat. Hard to beat Jean-Claude. That's why I liked his movies, because he was legitimate kicks, right? He would do the kicks, and it makes me like appreciate it. Chuck Norris has left us, yes. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris. 86 years old. At least he died old, you know what I mean? Like, I think my life, if I made it to 86, I'd be happy. Honestly, if I made it to 86 in my life, I would be a happy man. That's old. Most would be lucky to make it to 80. Like, I think making it to 80 is actually quite old already. Not many even make it to 80. There's also a trade-off too in life, I guess. It's a weird discussion to talk about, but like, if you live too old, then you'll live like really weak with problems. You know what I mean? Like, I had some uncles that argued that they would rather not live that old, because to live that old, they have to sacrifice all their vices, and they don't want to be that old with all these issues. They said they'd rather not experience that stuff. And I was like, Bloodsport. Favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? Bloodsport. Oh, really? Could have been now. I mean, there's health and there's like, who knows, right? But like, regardless of, I guess what I'm saying, regardless of health issues, I would be happy with 86. Would I like to live to 100? Yeah, I'd love to live to 100, okay? But I'm just saying, that's pretty old, pretty old. That's all I'm saying. In perspective, my granny made it to like 78. You know what I mean? My family line doesn't live that long. We don't live till like 90 something. We don't usually live that long. We usually like 85, 86 is a good span. Usually it's late 70s. Late 70s is lucky in my family. We don't have that like vampire longevity. But my family also has never lived like a very healthy, clean life. I don't think anyone has. Hard target, huh? You're 20 miles from Chuck Norris's original house. Whoa, crazy. That's nuts, man. There was another Van Damme movie that was really good. One that I really liked. Shoot. Gambinos, have fun, buddy. Have fun at work, man. I just got off a 12-hour shift. This is why I'm sitting down chilling. I got off like a very long 12 hours, maybe like a 13-hour shift. I'm just like chilling right now. Kickboxer, nice. Yeah, a lot of his fighting movies. It's crazy how long the battery lasts in those cameras. I do these setups where I put a battery bank on the cameras, and I have a big giant battery for transmitters. I buy the extra large batteries for the transmitters, and I can get like 8 hours out of them. 8 hours per battery swap. 8 to 10 hours. One battery is usually enough for an event, because an event usually is not 8 hours. He had one movie that was really good. Dang, what was it called? I need to see an image. Okay, Van Damme movies. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, Kickboxer was good. Let me think. But I still think Bloodsport was Universal Soldier. That's what it was. Universal Soldier. I'm looking for that name. Universal Soldier, man. That was wicked. I watched that when I was young. I wonder when it's gonna stop. Well, my files almost done backing up. It's at 5 minutes left. So I'm gonna wash my hands so I can back up my files and show you the knock that I'm talking about. Ow, ow. Lionheart. Lionheart was good too. Yes, Lionheart. You know, there's Universal Soldier, which is Van Damme, and there's just Soldier. The movie Soldier is wicked too. It has the guy from Bruce Lee Dragon, and it was a good movie. Yeah, 98. Soldier. So cold. I'm back, yes. Just traditional other movies like Hero, Once Upon a Time in China. There's some pretty good Chinese ones that I know. Fire and Wind. Let's see if that's what it's called. Fire and Wind. Well, Storm Riders. Storm Riders is a pretty good one for kung fu movies. The Storm Riders. It's a Chinese movie. There's part 1 and part 2. It's based off of a comic book, a Chinese comic book. And there is Jet Li. If you're talking about Jet Li, Jet Li. Shoot. There's one movie I'm trying to get the name of in English, but I can't figure it out. Oh, Fist of Legend is good too. Oh, I've seen it, man. Yeah, definitely seen it, man. Fist of Legend is really good too. It's related to it, man. That was Jet Li's one of Jet Li's best movies is Fist of Legend, I think. And mind you, I don't know how well it ages, but it was made. It's like 2000s movie, right? Like 1999, 2000. Really amazing, actually, for its time. It's not Tai Chi Master, is it? There's one that's really good. Like, there's a movie where he made back in the day. It's gotta find the name. There it is. Jet Li Shaolin Kung Fu Wushu. That can't be what it's called. There's one movie basically that when it came out in Chinatown in Toronto, people are lined up to like the road. Dang, heck is that stupid thing called English? I can't believe it's not showing up in the list. All I gotta see is the picture of the movie. Maybe because it wasn't in English. Tony Jaw's cool, man. Well, he Once Upon a Time in China is his series. Like, it's like 1 to 5. Like, this is actually what made him famous. This one. There's Once Upon a Time in China, 1 to 5 or whatever. That's actually what made him famous. The Chinese movies. Originally. I can't find the movie. Oh well. I thought I'd find it easy, but maybe it doesn't exist in the English world. Probably, that's likely the reason. But it was one of his best movies when he was young. For like a long time, before he made it to America. It was considered one of his best movies. Interesting. I got forgotten. I'm still trying to search this thing for you. Dang it. Oh, I think this is the one. Let me make sure it's the right actress. I think this is the one. Kung Fu Cult Master? Really? That's what it translates to in English? Yeah, this is the one. Oh my god, Kung Fu Cult Master. Doesn't even translate right. Kung Fu Cult Master. This is one of Jet Li's best movies. Can't believe that's what it's called in English. Kung Fu Cult Master. Hello, V9S. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right movie here. I need like a scene from the movie to show up. Yes, Kung Fu Cult Master. Oh my god. What in the world? How did that name come out? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. He's got the right movie. Whoa, old school, man. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know how it holds up on time, but the Kung Fu fighting holds up because it's legit. It's not like fake, right? It's not strings though. The Northern Lights activity is increasing. It's increasing hard. It's moving so fast now. Oh, that one? I think it's Afro Samurai. Samuel Jackson, I'm pretty sure it's Afro Samurais. Afro, let me check, make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, pretty much 100% sure. Just gotta double check. Oh, it is, right? Okay, cool. Aha. Now let's see if I can show you something here. I think this is the one. Okay, hang on. Going backwards here, we're going backwards. Okay. Okay, I think I have the first knockout to show you. Okay, here we go. First knockout of the day to show. But Northern Lights looks so good right now. We have such a waste to show knockouts. Oh my god, it's like the worst time to be showing knockouts. It's beaming so strong. Okay, you know what? The fights can wait. Northern Lights like this doesn't come out. Even I don't see it often like this. I'm gonna just let it play for you guys. Whoever's interested in seeing this can just look at it. But I'm gonna go outside and look at it. I'm gonna have my winter jacket on. I'm warmed up. I'm gonna go outside and enjoy it, just with the nature and the wind blowing on my face for a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Northern Lights, man. I have to see it outside in person for a bit. I just have to. My brain needs to see this. I'll be back. I gotta pop an SD card in there. SD card. The noise is from outside. There's a mic on the camera, and I'm standing beside it. And I'm reading the comments with my phone. I'm trying to show you guys the ambient noise. It's cold, man. I'm freezing here, but it's so cool that I can't stop looking at it. It's so cool. The sky's like flashing in front of my eyes. It's like an hallucination, but it's not. It's real. It feels like I'm hallucinating, but it's not an hallucination. Like, if it was just me by myself, I think I was going crazy. Oh my god, I gotta raise the camera up. It's going high now. I wouldn't even know how to describe this to you. You'd think I'm crazy if I told you the whole sky turned green while I was looking up. It's not just that it's green, it's moving. It's green and it's moving, which is so trippy. This is essentially a 15mm lens. It's pretty wide. Look at this pattern right there. Right there. That pattern's crazy. A new pattern is emerging here. A new pattern is emerging on the bottom. I swear this is the trippiest thing ever. I'm just looking up and I'm seeing waves of green. Oh my god, do you guys see that? Right there. You guys see this big giant green one right here? That looks crazy. Right there, where my finger is. That looks crazy. So now I'm getting cold. I'm going back in. Oh, that's cold. Oh my god. Yeah, man, honestly, it looks so wild. Just look, I wish it was warmer. If it was warmer, I'd sleep outside. Not even joking. If it was warmer, I'd just get a blanket and sleep outside, looking up. I tried to tough it as long as I could tough it. For whatever reason, I feel so relaxed. I'm like, mind you, I came back from a 13-hour shift at work. I'm tired, okay? But when I stare at the sky and see this green thing flash, my worries go away. It's so cool. If it wasn't so cold, I could look at it longer. But my body freezes. But what's cool about this one is the spectrum. You see purple, white, and green. Yeah, man. For sure. Hold on, wait. I have to message something. I have to message Westside out. Hold on. Crap. Oh, darn. Hey, Westside out. Can you message me on Discord? I can't remember what your name is on Discord. Recently been so many messages that I lose track of who. And not everyone's name matches. Oh, there, yes. There, I just messaged you something. Couldn't resist, man. But my body started freezing. It was amazing. Amazing. I tell you, amazing. Too cold, man. Too cold. Too cold. Too cold. Too cold. I'm telling you, if it was warmer, I'd be out there all night. All night. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a crazy trip because you're looking up, and like the sky shouldn't, like these images in the sky shouldn't be moving. It's like a cartoon in front of your face showing up. You know, like Dragon Ball when Goku powers up to a Super Saiyan, around him has like an energy field. Essentially, it looks like an energy field which it actually is an energy field. It's a real energy field, which is why it looks like that. And you're seeing an energy field move, wave up and down. And you don't see it. The part that you don't see in the camera is this. When I look at it in real life, imagine that picture. You see how it's kind of going up like this, right? But in real life, it's more like this. I see it like this. It's burst like this, right? It'll burst up like this in this frequency that my hands are moving, and every single burst like this, you'll see a bit of a flicker in the candle. But the burst is so quick, the camera doesn't pick it up the way it's supposed to. But it's like a burst like this. It's like a wave of light, electricity almost, going up and down, like mainly up in one direction, pulsing like this. That's why when you look up, you're like, what in the world? Oh, right now it's 4:30 a.m. Yeah, so basically it'll likely go until sunrise. I've done experiments before, and the last time, like sunrise was at 6 a.m. and it went until about like 5, right? Because basically once the sun comes up, you don't see it no more because the sun's up and the sky's too bright. This only comes out at nighttime. It was actually more intense earlier. This is the ending of it. But it might peak back because it's not like a fixed pattern. Depends on how the atmosphere reacts. But if you Google on different colors of the northern lights, it's because of different heights. Depending on the height that the northern light reacts to the negative ions in the sky, it'll glow a different color. And if it's really low orbit, it'll be red. I bet West Side Owl could kill a whole entire night with me with this. I bet you West Side Owl and I could show an entire night, and we would have a good time looking at Northern Lights. Yeah, you know, after today, like, it peaks, right? It's kind of like Northern Lights, it peaks, and then it kind of dims down. So tomorrow it's still going to be like this, but it's going to start dimming down starting tomorrow, right? So this is, well, unless tomorrow gets even crazier and this is not the peak yet. Entirely possible. Because last time, the next day, it went even more crazier. Like the last time I did the Northern Lights run, I did it for like 4 days in a row. And one day it was like entirely red, yellow, green, purple, white, everywhere. That was the peak. It was like the craziest thing ever. That I didn't sleep much that week, but that's okay. And those are birds. Okay, let me show you guys some. Watch this. Let's see which window I can do. VLC player. Darn VLC, why aren't you showing up? VLC player will not show up. Weird. There we go. Nope. Yeah, Windows. I can't seem to show this thing. Wonder why. Hold on. Stupid Wii VLC acting up. Hold on. I want to show you guys an interesting knockout. Make sure my files are still working fine. There. Boom. Okay. So along with Northern Lights, we're gonna view a couple of things here. We're gonna now mix it in. I have to review my fight footage. So let's mix in Northern Lights with fighting. Let's go. I will add it to all 3 views, I guess. Hold on, let me add it to all 3 views. Okay, hang on. Bam. VLC. Boom. Boom. There you go. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're getting somewhere now. Boom. VLC. This is like on the fly changes here. Feels like I'm at work. Hold on. VLC. 1 and a 2. Nice. Okay. Here. I'm gonna show you guys a knockout. We're gonna do it like this. So this guy, I'll find this knockout. This is round 3. I'll mute the outside sound. Hold on. That was outside wind noise. So Blue is a boxer. So the footage turned out at least. This is my vertical camera. I also have a horizontal camera, but I only backed up the vertical footage. Quite good footage. I'm happy with the footage. It's good, nice and clean. I can do a lot with this. It's 4K 60 frames. Who wins in a street fight? You or 4 12-year-olds? I think 4 12-year-olds. If it was 4 of me 12-year-olds. You guys see that kick? You guys see that? You guys see that knee? Knee to the solar plex. You guys see that? Watch for it. Look, the knee. Hit him high, hit him low. Tiger knee. This just happened, by the way. This is like literally just happened. This fight. I was at the event. I videoed 16 fights, and I have to do highlights for at least 2 by morning. So easy. Knee number 2. Knee number 2, knee number 2. See that? Knee number 2. Hit him high, hit him low again. This is like Street Fighter, you know? It's like Street Fighter. If you fireball Hadouken him, if you Hadouken uppercut him, and every single time he jumps and you uppercut him, you just keep doing it. You keep doing it until his life bar is empty. The AI can edit videos, but it doesn't do fight videos enough. It doesn't do fight videos good. Kick to the face. Like, for example, AI would choose, like, you see right now the highlight? AI would choose this part when it should choose the last hit. You know what I'm saying? AI doesn't choose the right part to kick. That's what pisses me off. So let's knock out number 1. Check this one out. Hold on, you guys see this one. Let me find the right file for you guys. Hold on. Find you guys the right file. Oh man, there's one where one fight had no knockout, but it was crazy action though. I want to show you the knockouts. So hold on, let me show you just the knockouts. Pure knockouts. 32. I want to show you the good stuff. The international. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my god. Okay. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is the Canadian amateur title belt. So the highest amateur belt, basically. Red is the title defender, and blue is challenger. Blue is only 18, which is nuts. Kobe Carr. I knew he was gonna win because I know him well. And he's such a crazy fighter. He's currently in university, but once he's done, he's gonna go full-time fighting. But he's a beast, man. National champion, national champ. He's also a worldwide champ already. He recently went from 175 pounds to 185 pounds, which is nuts. There you go. You guys see that? I feel like showing you the whole... You guys want to see the whole fight? This one's crazy. Who wants to see the whole fight for this one? Okay, actually no. I'll show you guys the highlights. There's so many highlights to do. I'll show you the last round. The last round. It's a good round. So watch. So you see here? So he gets him down, right? Those don't count as points, but it just tires your opponent out. So here, he goes to the body. And he goes for it. That was a kick to the thigh. Brought him right down. Okay, so blue is great. Blue is Kobe Carr. I guarantee you this guy's going to be up and coming when he grows up. He's only 18. Every time I've saw him fight, he's been like mesmerizingly good. The first time I saw him, I was at the Canadian National Muay Thais. And I was like, where'd they find this? He was like 16 at the time. And I was like, where'd they find this guy? This guy's like a professional. It was like a 16-year-old fighting like a professional, beating everybody up. Oh, you guys see this one. This one. Darn, that one distance. Oh my god, here we go. I'll show you this one. This was the international fight. I think I have, this is the file, I think. Yeah, here we go. This is the one. So this is my friend Anthony Palumbo. Specifically, my goal was to videotape him because I started this whole thing with him when he was young. I thought he would be a professional. I thought he was going to be an up-and-coming fighter, professional. His goal is to be a professional. I have all his fights from when he was young till now. He went pro today against Australia as a main card, and that's him, the guy in the red shorts. The guy in red is Anthony Palumbo. He's going to be the next face of Muay Thai in Canada. That's my opinion. When he was young, he was so good. I was like, you know, I got to start a fighting channel for you, Palumbo. Seriously, I'm not joking. He's one of the main guys that I promote. But he wins. He's been winning a lot, and I was right from the beginning. And now he's like upcoming champ. I'm glad I was right. Blue is Australia. Came from Australia. to battle for the title. So now Anthony's Anthony is a title holder, and in October he has to defend the title. When you have the title, it's stressful because you always got to be in shape. Everyone's out to get you. You're gonna have so many challengers. You always got to be in shape when you have the title belt. You can't let go of the gas, otherwise you lose it. Everyone's training their butts off to steal it from you. So Anthony was telling me he was gonna win by face kick. There you go, knee to the body. You guys see that? Rewind. See? Teep. Muay Thai, Muay Thai. Boom. See that? One more time. So see? Boom, boom, boom. And body kick. Wait for the body. See, head kick. Hit him high, hit him high. And then boom, knee. Knee to the body. There he goes. Keeps going. Solar plexus. You guys see that one? That was crazy. This one's crazy. He jumped for it. He jumped for it, which is he fell even hitting it. You see that? That was a crazy kick, right, guys? That's my guy, Anthony Palumbo. Did you see that? That's insane, right, guys? He dives diving side kick. It's so crazy. That guy is such a genius. Good guy though, very good guy. Yeah, so he's knocked a lot of guys out through head kick. Head kick is his specialty. And he's known for it. So now that he's won that, he is now the poster child of his face was on the poster of this event, although it was a pro breakout because the organization's been trying to grab him for a long time. But he had other things to do in his life, but now he's going pro. Now he's part of the organization. Now he's the face of the card. And in October, he's going to be the face of the card again because he won. And whoever wants the belt has to beat him, basically. But as an amateur, he was one of the top amateurs. He has a bunch of amateur belts that no one could take. This one in particular, no. But I do live stream a lot. Like 2 weeks ago, I live streamed my own event. But this one is, I'm covering this event, and the casino is doing the live streaming, because the casino has its own like live streaming facility stuff. They have their own team. Like this is the casino's event room, and in this room, the casino has the camera right there. This is a camera they have right here for the main view. They have guys on the side. They have everything all set up for lighting, and they have their own team that does that. Muay Thai World Cup would be, they have a pay-per-view website. I have a new partnership with Millions.co, so everything I'll be doing will be there. But most of the things I put here, the ones that I stream professionally are pay-per-views, kind of like what you get in satellite, and the satellite sports. It's kind of like that, like a UFC card pay-per-view kind of thing. That's kind of like how I when I stream it. Like this is pay-per-view. This event was pay-per-view, but my camera is not the main camera that's being broadcasted. It's just I'm covering it, right? So you guys are the first to see it outside of the pay-per-view. Seriously, not kidding. This is a very special thing to see. It's a Canadian fight history. Not kidding, it's cool. One more knockout I need to show you that's like insane. Seriously, wait, just give me a second. When you see it, you know what I'm talking about. How crazy it is. Hold on. I promise you. Well, there's quite a few knockouts. Oh, fine. I'll just show this one too. I'll just show you this knockout too, because knockouts are fun. And I'm creating a playlist here, so I'll just do shorts out of the playlist. So these are the two top teenagers, blue versus red. Red is the current title holder, blue is the challenger, but blue is trained by a one championship fighter. One championship is like a prestige, one of the top Muay Thai organizations. So blue is trained by Jake Peacock, which is a one championship fighter. He's quite good, blue. So blue is here to grab the belt from red. This is the last round. This is third round. Third round or round 3 out of 5. Good night, good night. I have a bunch of fighter interviews. Yeah, I do fighter interviews. I do backstage interviews. I do a lot of fight coverage, like pre-fight coverage at people's gyms. I talk to the fighters after the fight. I visit their gyms. We have chats, things like that. The guy in blue is gonna make waves when he gets older. He already has a lot of accolades, a lot. He won the Canadian Nationals. So at 16, he was already a Canadian national champion. The fighting channel is this guy here. Combat Fighting Channel. It's the same on YouTube and Instagram. But I've been doing Instagram more than YouTube lately. But I'm gonna hop back on the YouTube train. Do my kids train? Only with me. They train boxing with me only. They know how to fight, but only the basics. I basically taught them how to brawl in like a street fight. That's about it. Brawling in the street fight and brawling in a ring is very different. All right, there was a knockout. There was a knockdown on that one, but it's not a knockout. Darn, where is it? I need to show you that one crazy one. Hold on. Oh, no, not that one, not that one. Oh my god. Okay. This one. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. This is the one. This is cool. You guys will like this one. Oh, wait, wrong one. Ah, whatever. Wait, wrong one. Trying to show you one that's like a crazy knockout. Oh, no one wants to see the face. I gotta see the face. Nope, not that guy. Wait, just let me see the face. Yes, this one. Okay. Red versus blue. Oh, we talked about this in one of my other streams. With bullies, I taught them to fight back. And it came with some problems because one of my oldest son ended up liking fighting too much. There, knee again, a lot of knees. And my oldest son would like be too aggressive. But then I taught him to be a bit. I had a lot of lectures with him, and I told him to calm down and control themselves. So he's still a teenager, but in the end, I'd rather him fight back than not fight back. I'd rather teach him how to fight back, and then worry about the rest later. You know, that's my opinion. As long as he's not bullying people, he's only fighting in defense, I'm okay with that. If you're fighting on the offense and you are the bully, that's different. My son got into his first fight 2 weeks ago. My middle son, I have 2 sons and a daughter. My middle son got into his first fight 2 weeks ago. In gym class, someone shoved him, and then he decided to punch his face. And the guy cried to his sister, older sister, and the older sister cried to the principal. And the principal talked to me, and then I talked to my son. And then I talked to the principal again about the story. And in the end, I was like, ugh. in the end, I didn't agree. Oh, jeez. You guys see what's happening here in this fight, right? You guys see what's happening in the fight, right? While I'm talking about this. So I went to the principal and I was like, what do you want my son to do, right? And then the teacher was, I was like, the guy shoved my son really hard and my son bounced back. And then my son reflexively, he said, punched his face. And I was like, okay, whatever that means. And then afterwards, I asked the teacher, what did you expect my son to do in that situation? And she was like, I expect him to raise his hand and report it to me. And I was like, you want my son to raise his hand and say, excuse me, miss, he hit me? I was like, that is the worst advice. Maybe you should report it to the teacher, but like, if you do that, everyone's gonna laugh at you. Seriously. Everyone's gonna laugh at you. They're gonna pick on you more because you like raised your hand and said, excuse me, miss, he hit me. You know? So instead, he decided to punch a person in the face. And I was like... So, again, I had talks with my sons. Right? Again, I had talks with my sons. I sat them both down. And I was like, you guys are men. You guys are young men. You're going to have to decide what's wrong and what's right on your own. I was like, when I was young, I fought too. But, like, I wasn't a bully, I said. It was because, like, you know, you kind of, sometimes you have to. And I told them, I understand, sometimes you have to fight. You can't just stand there. I get that. So I was like, you had to decide your own what is good and what is bad. And I explained what's good, what's bad. And hopefully they can figure it themselves. That's kind of what I'm hoping. There's nothing about... Because, like, in the end of the day, whatever I say doesn't matter. They're just going to do what they want. Right? But anyways, you guys see that knockout? Okay. You guys see that, right? Look. So... This is TKO. When you get knocked out 3 times in 1 round, it's TKO. Hey, look. Round 3, right? 3 out of 5. Blue has really long limbs, and he's taking advantage of his reach. And right here, solar plexus again. So you see, knees to the body in general are really effective. I teach my kids how to knee because it's a very simple tool. Knee, elbows, jabs, hooks, cross is what I teach my kids to do because they're simple, they're effective, and they're not dangerous they're not risky moves, and they hurt. They're easy to teach. Oh, like I'm not teaching them like spin kicks because those are hard to do. Here it goes, you see, boom. Knee again, second knee to the body. On Saturday, I can't. I can't watch the fight. Yeah, Shaquem. Muay Thai is a game of brutal damage, right? See that? Here it is. In one fight, one guy got kicked in the nuts 3 times. One guy got kicked in the nuts fully 3 times. It was like crazy. I felt bad for him. The other guy kicked him in his nuts accidentally 3 times. Like, that's a lot of nut kicking in one day. Knee to the head, dizzy. Knee to the head again, dizzy. Punch, punch. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Again. And drops. There. The last knee to the head. Oh my god, that's brutal. Brutal. It's another highlight. I have a whole playlist being built right now. I'm building my highlight playlist right now. I gotta show you one more. I gotta show you this one. Hold on. This one's crazy. I just gotta find the face. My friend Macau. Guile. He's an African guy. Up and coming. He's been winning all his fights. His signature move after he wins is a backflip in the ring. And I always wonder, I'm like, man, is he gonna flip on his head one day? He was suspended actually. My son was like in detention for half a day because it was wrong to punch him back after being shoved. It's like in between suspension and whatever. But like, it's one of those things in life, you know. Do you do it and just take the punishment, or do you like look? This goes back. So let me go rewind, okay? So when I was when my kid was when he started first having fights, that's when I started teaching him how to fight because he was being picked on, and I told the teachers about it. I was the dad. I booked an appointment with his teacher, and I said, "Hey man, he's getting bullied," and the teacher did nothing. And afterwards, I booked an appointment with the principal. This is the right way to do, right? This is what you should be doing with the principal. And he basically didn't care, and I was like, "Well, I see. So you don't care, basically." And he was like, "What can I do about it?" And I was like, "How about you guys put on teacher?" Like basically at his school, there's a certain corner that has a blind spot, right? And all the kids fight there. Any trouble happens, it's in that blind spot. And I told him, I was like, "There's a blind spot there. All you gotta do is put a teacher there, and make that place not a blind spot, and kids would stop causing trouble there." And he was like, "Oh, it's a great idea," but he doesn't do it. So I'm like, so basically they don't care, right? So in the end, when I just taught him how to defend himself, and then he ended up choosing to fight back. And he got in trouble for it, and I got called in. We had a big chat with the office, and then I had a chat with the principal, and I was like, "Remember those bullies I was telling you about? You guys didn't do anything. They ended up trying to attack my son, and my son punched him in his face." And I'm not saying punching. I'm not promoting fighting. I'm not promoting fighting. Like, I am not. But like, apparently my son said he didn't have a choice. So I was like, I get when you don't have a choice. I get that, right? The best is to avoid it, right? But he was being bullied by this like one guy, right? So and here is the result. He punched the bully in the face. The bully cried, and then the bully told the principal, and the bully never bullied him ever again. So, am I happy about that? Yes. I'm happy that the bully never bullied him again. That's the part that makes me happy. And it's like a whole complicated, like, growing up, becoming a man type story, you know? Some people are going to criticize and say, "Oh, it's bad to fight, it's dangerous." Yes, I'm not saying fight. I'm not saying all of that is I'm not glorifying any of it, but like, these incidents might happen in your life, or it might have already happened. In my life, there are situations where I didn't want to fight, but it just came my way. There's nothing you can do sometimes. My first fight? Yeah, man, I was in grade 2. I was in grade 2. I grew up in Yorkwoods. Yorkwoods is a place in Toronto, North York. Then in grade 1, my parents bought a home, and then I moved to another neighborhood. And in that neighborhood, I was the new kid on the block. And for the first 2 years, these kids gave me hell. My brother and I had to fight all the time. And it kind of drove us towards being gangsters. I'm not joking. It kind of drove us towards being gangsters. Young gangster kids. Because we were in the ghetto. We became young gangster kids. And at that point, no one wants to mess with you. No one messed with us at that point. But at the same time, like, we beat them back. it was a young... that's why I understand my son's brain, right? When you're a young kid, your brain thinks different, your blood boils different, and sometimes it's not your choice. There are times where I'm just walking home, guys show up, and they just want to pick on you. So at that point, you're in a fight. You're in a fight at that point. It's like you're just walking home, and some people show up and bug you. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, Shaquem knows what I'm talking about, right? Shaquem knows what I'm talking about. 90s bullying was a different... 90s bullying wasn't online bullying. There's no Facebook. It was like physical people following you home, bullying, physically like bugging you at recess, physically bugging you all day. Those are the bullies of the 90s. You know what I mean? So like, well, yeah, like I said, my first fight was when I was grade 2. There's this guy that was bigger than me. I got my butt kicked actually. That was bad. I got my butt kicked. I got my butt kicked a lot, but then I learned how to fight from that. And then the first fight I won was actually at school. This one guy that was like, I was in grade 2, he was in grade 4. I was new to the school, so he liked to pick on me. And one day I was going home to the exit door, and then he runs to the door and blocks it. And then we got into like this. He grabbed my shoulders, and then I grabbed his shoulders back, and it was the dumbest thing. His legs were in front of me, and mind you, I have an older brother, so I fight my older brother for fun all the time. Before I grabbed him and I started kicking his shins. I kicked his shins only like 4 times, like 2 kicks this way, 2 kicks that way, and he started saying ow, and he started crying. But it's partially maybe because my shoes were cheap. Like my parents were poor, so they bought me like cheap shoes. They didn't have real rubber in the bottom. They were like plastic soles, like really hard. They weren't rubber soles. They were like plastic soles, cheap shoes. So if I kicked anyone, it was like kicking someone with brick shoes basically. maybe that's why. I kicked him in the shins a few times. He started crying, and then he dropped. Kicked him a few more times, and then I ran. That was my first victory ever. And then I was like, whoa! I was so proud of myself. I'm like, oh my god, I want to fight. Yeah, but back then it was different though, right? Back then there was like, people didn't like gunfight and knife fight as much. It was more fist fights. Seriously. It was actually like a fist fight era, if that makes sense. Like bullies would fist fight, and people would fist fight. It wasn't like an era where people were stabbing each other and shooting each other. There was that, right? But like that's a different hardcoreness. A lot of like, yeah, a lot of kicking and punching. I'm what I'm trying to say. Yes. So here, let me show you the next knockout. I forgot to show you guys this. I was busy talking about stuff. Here, see this one? Watch this one. This is the craziest thing ever. This is the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. Oh, context. Red is the title holder, and blue is the challenger. And red, this is what I was talking about. The coach in the blue corner is Red's old coach for like 10 years. Red trained under the blue guy's corner for 10 years. Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying the 90s didn't have gun violence, but it's not like today. There's definitely gun violence in the 90s, 100%. But I'm just saying the level of violence in terms of guns is more now than it is, way more than it was in the 90s, way more. In the 90s, like legitimately, a lot of fist fights. Judo, you can side toss. You guys see that? You guys just see that? That's the wildest thing I've seen in ever. You guys see that? Watch this. Watch it again. Did you guys catch that? One more time, just in case you guys missed it. Look. It's the craziest kick I've seen ever. Yeah, so you see that coach right there in the purple, right? He's being hated on so bad right now, and I feel bad for him because he is friends with Blue Shorts, right? They're friends because he's a fighter. The Blue Shorts looks up to his gym. They're friends, right? And the guy in the purple shorts holding him, the Blue Shorts has fought on his card. He has his own thing called Trial by Fire. I work with him on that one. Blue Shorts fought on his card before. They've been friends for like a long time, right? Blue Shorts corner people had a medical emergency and they couldn't come. So he asked this guy to come. But this guy is the coach of the red corner for 10 years. Like previously, he coached the red corner for 10 entire years, okay? So basically, with that being said, right? With that being said, people are like, you shouldn't have coached in that corner because you're his old coach and you know all his weaknesses. But I don't think it mattered. This was some crazy bogus, like, coach what? Like, no coach is going to tell you to do this. This is some random kick of death. Look at this craziness. Like, yeah, but this is why they're pissed at him, right? Did you see before the kick? Before the kick, the coach was like, now. And he did it. So basically his old coach gave him a move that would destroy him based on a weakness that he knows. I don't know. I don't think it's bad because he was asked to corner. He was asked as a request to help corner. You can't, of course you're going to do your best, right? So, whatever. I don't know. But there's so much arguments about this right now. Yeah. So you see why he waved his hands off, because as a fighter, when you get up, the ref is looking at whether or not you can stand up straight. A big part of it is being an actor. Even though your legs are wobbling, you just stand up straight and be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna fight. But if you can't even act that you can stand up straight, it means you're done. Like he was wobbling a lot, right? After he got up, you see his feet? So the judge is looking at his feet, right? If you can't keep your feet straight, it means you're done. You see how he's wobbling? He's wobbling, done. See, you can't walk straight. If you can't walk straight, you have to call it off, because the moment you get up, he's gonna come charging at you and give you a punch to the face, guaranteed. But yeah, it's that was a brutal knockout, brutal. And the reason why everyone's giving him crap is because it happened so ugly. I was talking to him about the coach. His name is Coach Lewis. Afterwards, he was like, "Man, I wish it didn't end so ugly," because he was like, "I didn't know he was gonna throw a kick like that and it was gonna like land so brutally," kind of thing, you know. But but the other person, Logan Sanderson, he's in good spirit. He was like, "Hey man, I got slept today." In his post, he said, "I got slept today. It happens. I'll be back." That's all he said. He's a good guy. But yeah, that's I guess the last knockout I should show. Oh my god, so many interesting ones. I think there's one more knockout. Yeah, this one I think was a knockout. I think. Wait, did I show this one already? Yeah, I did. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some highlights now, okay, guys? It depends. So Shakim, on these fights, right? When you do the fight, I'm 44, turning 44, 43.9. So when you do these fights, right? Both fighters agree to terms. They either do full Muay Thai rules or modified Muay Thai rules, right? Or amateur rules, things like that. Sometimes they agree on head guard. Sometimes they say elbow pads only. Sometimes they say shin pads only, right? But both fighters can agree. And both fighters could also agree, no nothing. But generally speaking, they like, if you're not like that experienced, they like to put elbow pads because elbows cut people. Whenever you when you don't cover the elbows, there's going to be so much more blood, which is why people like to agree on elbow pads. I'm your son's age? Holy. Then you're older than me for sure. But honestly though, for me, okay, this is my opinion, alright? This is my opinion. So what knocks you out are the punches that you don't see. Like if you see the punch coming, let's just say you're looking at the fist and it's coming towards you like this, right? It's likely not going to knock you out. It's the one that where you're looking this way, like let's just say you're looking that way, and the punch comes here while you're not looking. That's going to knock you out because you're not looking, you don't expect it. When I wear head guards, I feel that it tunnels my vision, and it makes me more susceptible to being knocked out because I don't see the punch coming. Because when the punch is coming, you can like kind of stiffen your neck and anticipate it, but when you don't see it coming, it just comes and you're like, "Arr!" So that's kind of why I don't like head guards. I find it's easier to get knocked out with a head guard on, so a lot of guys don't like head guards. That's controversial. Oh, I'm your age, not your son's age. I'm like, wow. I'm like, how old are you then, bro? Yeah, guard awareness is everything. Man. Okay, I want to show you guys one last thing, alright? The controversial fight. There's one fight that is very controversial right now because some people are saying that the call was possibly incorrect. To summarize, well, let me just show you for the heck of it. Okay, let's see. Okay, last round. Is this first round or last round? I can tell really easy if it's first or last based on the damage. Yeah, okay. So, if you look at the red, there's a big giant bruise. Yeah, man, a rough upbringing. But it was alright, you know. Compared to what my parents went through, I got nothing to complain about. Nothing at all. It's all relative. It's all relative, you know. You guys see that bruise on his body? On his, it's like completely red. That's an ugly bruise. You're 43, you're about to be 44, haha. That's like me. You're an 82. You were born in 1982, just like I. We were the same age then. Yes. Yes, yes. I had friends that had child services show up. She told you about that? Oh, it's so funny. All my friends were like, what do you mean they don't visit you? My friends were shocked. They're like, child services doesn't visit you? I'm like, no, they don't. And they're like, they visit me all the time. I'm like, oh, really? I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. Bricklaying. Oh yeah, child services come. I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, because where my friends, specifically where some of my friends live, they come like on a month. They came on a monthly basis, just to make sure your kid's okay. I was like, really? For missing school. Oh, missing school. Okay. gonna try to pause it right where the wound shows. You see the side of his body right there? You guys see that? Right there where the mouse is? That's from side kicking. That's like a zombie wound, okay? That's from how many side... He's my friend Kinwazi like, but look at that. Look how red that is. Those are side kicks. You guys see where my mouse is, right? Yeah, I'm in Canada right now. I'm gonna try to get a close-up. I'm sure I zoom into it, because it's so brutal. I've never seen something flare up like that. So this coach is a very popular coach. He's one of he's one of the top coaches in the world. He was 100% sure his guy was gonna win. And if you look at it, he has no bruises on his face at all, right? So it's a hard call, you know. One guy's beat up, one guy looks like he had a walk in the park. That's Karen Kettle, the guy in the blue shirt. He's the CEO of the whole organization. But yeah, that's a brutal. I want to show you guys that bruise. That bruise was like, I was looking at that bruise freaks me out, man. Oh, and I gotta show you this. This is the recorded Northern Lights. Oh, you guys saw this, right? Never mind. Why am I showing you this? You guys have already seen this. But yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm trying to show you the photo, close up. I had a pretty good. Okay, I want to show it to you in round 1, because that's where it was really clear. Hey, Liban, Oregon, did you see it? The Northern Lights. I was streaming it earlier. It's gone now because it's sunrise. 5:22. Sun's coming up soon. Okay, right here. Watch. Right there. You see that right there? That is what you call a nasty scar. Right there. Look at that. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Hit my friend Quinn. Zoom in. Double. What? You can't zoom? Oh, come on, VLC. Can't zoom. There. I'll do this. There. Oh, look at that. That's it. Whoops. Wrong one. That was from that was early round. This is not even the end. This was early in the round. In the beginning. You see that flesh wound? Body, that's from a side one or two side kicks. So this guy's from Australia, right? He's a Samoan. And Samoans are like beast of warriors, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious, I would not be able to survive those kicks. If someone kicked me like that, I'm going down. Someone kicked me like that, I'm going down. For sure. 100% I'm going down. So I give my friend props, man. Surviving a kick like that is... I'm not built like that. I can't do it. Tell you right now, I'm going down. Can't do it. Hold on, I gotta get this guy away. Resize. But yeah, that was my day. That was my day. Basically, all that was my day. And that's what I kind of do in my free time outside of gaming. I do have to do the highlights, which is easy now because I have all the things. Oh, look, there's some Northern Lights still. All I gotta do is the highlights now, but I have a playlist that I can reference, so I'm good to go. Helps. It'll be fun. Yeah, man. Ian, it's a mix of everything on this one, isn't it? So, I have some friends, and they wanted me to promote them. And I said, how about this? I was like, I'm willing to, like, help promote them, but I said they have to go on my gaming channel and do a workout exercise, a fighter's workout exercise. And they were like, give me weird looks, and I'm like, I'm not joking. So I want my professional fighter friends to show up on this channel, show a half an hour to 1 hour workout on how to train kicks and punches or strengthen your core. And I want to do it live with them at their gym, and then give you guys the opportunity to ask questions. So like, you can ask questions on nutrition, on how to maybe improve your punch, improve the kicks, things like that, to ask the fighter, right? And that's kind of what I wanna do. And I have 3 fighter friends that are down, and yeah, I don't know. It was just a fun thing that they want to do, and I said I'm down. So yeah, it'll be fun, I think. But yeah, guys, I unfortunately gotta go. I gotta go, okay? Because it's 5:30. I have exactly 1 more hour to finish these 2 videos. So I'm gonna do that. And if you look here, Northern Lights is dimming because the sun's rising in half an hour. And in half an hour, there'll be no more. So guys, thanks for watching, okay? It was great watching Northern Lights with you. But it's time for the resting. It's time for the resting. Soon. Gonna edit some videos. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Northern Lights finally got it. I told you. The legends were true. Ian, have a good time, buddy.